Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Last time I uploaded a video, I was stuck under a Joshua tree in the desert in the heat. And the next 2 days of hiking after that were pretty much the same. It was a lot of desert hiking. There wasn't a lot of water. We had to rely on a lot of water caches from people in the community. And without those, it would have been bad. There were 2 days where I had to carry 6 liters of water 20 miles because some of the sources had dried up. And like I said, the only reliable sources were man-made. So it was pretty miserable. It was terrible, actually. I hated it. I was thinking about taking another extended break from hiking for maybe a year or 2 or 10. It was so bad. I was thinking about getting off the trail. I got to a campsite one night and I was looking up ways to get into town just so I could get a few little supplies and a cheeseburger. And I was thinking as I was doing my research, like, oh, if it takes me 3 hours to get a ride into town, or if the burger place I want to go to is closed, or if like the trail annoys me even a little bit on the way to the road, I'm gonna quit. And as I was sitting in that campground looking up how to get to the road with all my stuff packed up next to me, this guy drove up in his car. And he said, "Hey, are you a PCT hiker?" And I said, "Yeah." And so we got to talking a little bit. He said his name was Chad and that he was a trail angel and he's retired, but he likes renting this little fuel efficient car to go around and pick up hikers and take them where they needed to go. So he took me to Lake Isabella, where I got a fantastic burger and a great milkshake, and it raised my spirits. And then he offered to pick me up and take me back to camp as well. He even said he'd take me to Kern River and let me sit in the river for a little bit. But if I did that, I probably never would have left. So after getting some supplies and a cheeseburger, Chad took me back to camp. And I mean, I probably would have quit if it wasn't for Chad. He was a real, true trail angel. I mean, that's the name that they call people that help out along the trail, but he was a real one. And he hasn't been the only one on the trip, but like he's definitely the one that saved my hiking most recently. So I continued on. There was more desert hiking after that. We went through Walker Pass, so thank you, Miss Walker, for letting us pass. And we continued through the desert. There's a lot of hiking for a little bit in the morning and then finding a shady spot and just waiting out the heat until about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and then I'd get a couple more miles in. But we finally made it up to Kennedy Meadows, where I was able to get a shower, and I got a resupply box from my dad, so thank you very much again, Dad, for helping me out there. And I was able to do my laundry and get another burger. And then at that point I was ready to go up into the Sierras. After leaving Kennedy Meadows, it was pretty apparent that things were changing. The scenery started getting a little bit prettier, and then it got very pretty. And then we started going up into the mountains, and it's just been beautiful ever since then. Entered Sequoia National Park. Every day something has been impressive or beautiful or just completely takes your breath away. And it seems like every time I turn a corner, there's some beautiful meadow or stream or river, and it's just the total opposite of the desert. It's such a contrast. There's so much water everywhere. We get up into the higher elevations and we have to deal with snow and everything like that. A couple days into the trip, I hit the Cottonwood Pass, and it's another huge contrast is as I was going through the desert, I didn't really see a lot of other hikers. It's very late in the season. Nobody else is out right now. All the other hikers I talked to at the beginning of the trail have already gone. They're past the Sierras. So it felt a little bit lonely. And then I started seeing some more hikers at Kennedy Meadows. But then once we hit Cottonwood Pass, we had all kinds of hikers. There was some more PCT hikers. There was people hiking the John Muir Trail and the High Sierra Trail, and just weekend backpackers and all sorts of people. Most of them are coming up to the Sierras for Whitney, which is a little side trip that we did. I'll talk about that in a different video since it's not technically part of the PCT. But after, it's just been great. There's been so many people to talk to and so many beautiful sights. Yesterday we went up Forster Pass, which was pretty intense, but we made it through. We're on the other side, and now we're going to go over Kearsarge Pass, which, if you know the trail, you know that means that I'm going to be leaving the trail for a few days because I'm very tired and very dirty and smelly, and I've got no food left, so I need to go get some more food and relax. And yeah, so we're going to go over Kearsarge Pass today, get it right into town, hopefully, when the town's being Independence, but hopefully we can end up in Bishop, where we have a lot more options to relax and stay and do grocery shopping and all that stuff. And after that, I'll try to get back out to the same spot, and we'll continue through the Sierras. It's been really, really nice. Yeah, again, huge thanks to Chad, if you're watching. Thank you very much for all your help, man. That was such a huge thing for you to do, and it really saved my trip. I'm glad I stuck with the trail and made it up into the Sierras at least. Thank you, everybody, for watching, everybody at Night High School, and my parents and girlfriend and everybody else. Thank you all so much for your support while I'm out here frolicking through the mountains. It's been great, and I can't wait to continue doing it, and I'll keep you updated on the next video. So we'll see you later.